Hello, celestial beings. Greetings from Earth. My name is Celeste Simone. Thanks so much for clicking on my video. I do daily tarot card readings. If that interests you, please hit that subscribe button below so you can stay on top of all my readings as I post them every day. Today we have a reading for you for November 15th, 2019. It's a pick a card reading. So if you want to look at each pile and see which one you are most drawn to, we have pile one over here is a celestite stone on top. And then we have pile two, which is a smoky quartz. And then pile three is a labradorite. And pile four is malachite. So if you want to take a moment, maybe pause the video, see which one you are most drawn to, and then you can look down below in the description box and I will have posted the timestamp so you can click right over to your video and see what is in store for you for November 15th, 2019. Again, thank you so much for clicking on my video and I will see you over there. Hello group one, thank you so much for clicking over to your personal reading for November 15th, 2019. So without further ado, let's just get right into it and see what is in store for you. Okay, so we're starting with the World. Wow, this is a really great card and also a really great beginning to receiving everything that you have been looking for. So the World is just basically getting everything in your hopes and dreams just coming together. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So you have your direction. You are headed for exactly where you need to go. Your energy is focused and the universe is recognizing that. It is feeling that you have your sight set on what you want and you are aiming big. You're aiming high. So then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is where I'm starting to see that maybe there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of also, basically a little bit of wanting to do everything by yourself. So you have a really great drive, you have really great motivation, but the cards are maybe mentioning right now that some of you are taking things on by yourself and trying to go it alone. So that could cause issues down the road for you. We will see Eight of Wands. Great. All right. So Eight of Wands is a positive journey that we are on, fast approaching. However, as I mentioned, there's a little bit of basically a heads up that by trying to do everything by yourself or taking everything on yourself, you may find that that can bring some conflict or some blockages moving ahead as we move past November 15th and down the road. Some of you, I just heard, some of you maybe are already starting to feel that burden. However, the World card seems to say to me that ultimately we will reach our goals. However, group one, this may cause conflict down the road with other people, is what I'm saying. So by this, I just mean taking everything on yourself and going it alone can cause some conflict with other people. So let's see what the Oracle card says. Happy surprise. Awesome. Something very good is about to happen. So this is a great card telling us that, like I said, even though that there is some possibility that going it alone, basically doing everything yourself, I'm starting to hear that this could be somebody else as well. That you have some great direction, but there may be some conflict between you and someone else who maybe also is trying to reach your goal, maybe some competition there. So let's just see. I'm going to pull a few more cards for you so we can just see where this is headed. And this card definitely wants to come out for us. Five of Wands, yes. So this is what I mentioned before where there's kind of competition going on. So there might be a little bit of cross purposes, things going in all different directions. Let's see. It could be some healthy competition. But also the cards, so this, this is a little bit also of maybe not wanting to open up to other people who are maybe competitive. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. So there may be some, this is kind of a drain. Now I'm wondering where this might be coming from, because although we have very good news, how are we feeling as though we are alone in this process? So in some cases, I wonder if the conflict that you may be having with another, for some of you, this conflict may be bringing you down, maybe causing some disappointment. All right, so we're seeing a little bit of emotion coming through with the Queen of Cups, being very compassionate. Yes, I'm wondering if, I feel as though even though we are being productive, we are being, okay, so this is what's happening. Basically, what I'm seeing here is you're going to go through a little bit of a setback emotionally, because you're going to feel maybe a little isolated in your goals, in your work, maybe feel a little disconnected from the emotional side of things, the loving and the caring side of yourself that you are devoted to. So although this is good news, there is something bittersweet about it. And that bittersweetness is going to bring out your nurturing side, your loving side, your Queen of Cups side. That's the emotional side of us. The loving, caring, very, yes, caring, emotional. I'm seeing that that's going to come out. It's going to drain you. Something about this great news about career. This is definitely career related. I'm seeing the world is really attaining what you are looking forward to. That is all there. However, there is this maybe even a little bit of fear of possibly losing what you have grown. Maybe that's that fear where you, as a response to that, you basically internalize it and don't express it as much. So you're really going to need this Queen of Cups energy to help you through that portion of things. However, ultimately, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Things are paying off with the work that you are doing. The goals that you are headed towards are high, and you are going to receive that happy surprise. You are going to receive that happy news. However, what I'm seeing is that you're going to go through a little spell of maybe whatever it is about this surprise, about this great news. You're going to feel a little bit of a setback as far as maybe feeling isolated, maybe feeling like you don't want to express that emotion. However, and even though we have some great energy, we have some great basically creativity, inspiration, motivation coming to us, there is a little bit of fear, feelings maybe of either losing. For some of us, it's going to be maybe of losing what we are growing, or whatever that happy surprise is has a slight bittersweetness to it. That could mean we have to give up some things. Maybe we have to give up some people, or we are finding that the people in our lives are being a little competitive with us, a little bit at odds with us, and that's going to bring out the emotional side. So you may have to be releasing some of that emotion. However, the cards want to reassure you that you are headed in the right direction, that your energy is focused, that you are going right where you need to be with the Ace of Swords and the World. So keep aiming for that goal. That is something that you are right on track for. However, and you're working hard towards, which is great. However, just remember, as you are going through maybe this dark time, rest. Definitely take some time alone to really rest and recuperate from that, because that might be a little bit of a struggle for a little bit for you, for some of us here for group 1. However, you are going to be continuing to move swiftly forward. We've got the Eight of Wands energy supporting us, so you're going to be swiftly moving through your journey. I think too, this happy surprise, this is just going to happen suddenly for you. You are going to feel this world energy for November 15th. You're just going to feel that energy of, wow, I have the whole world at my fingertips. I have so many opportunities. I have so many things to look forward to. That's this happy surprise. It's going to be amazing. Moving on a little bit into that day, or even maybe moving into the next day, you know what starts to happen for some of us is we feel so on top of the world that by the next day, or even just like a few hours or so later, when our mind starts to turn, we start to think of the negative side of things. Maybe other thoughts come up where you just think, well, this can't be real. Like, there's no way I'm going to make it there. The cards want to remind you that yes, you will experience that feeling. However, the Queen of Cups energy, either as a person, for some of you, the Queen of Cups may appear to you as an actual person in your life who is emulating those energies of the Queen of Cups. So she might appear to you and give you that nurturing, that loving energy, that understanding, and that empathy. And you could lean on this person, or you yourself, this energy either way is coming to you to just empathize with you and get through and release those emotions. However, otherwise, you are moving towards a great direction as far as the work that you are doing and your career. So that's going to do it for this part of the reading. I do continue to do extended readings over at my other channels, so I will put a link below to link to that extended reading. Basically, I'll be picking some more cards right where we left off here, and then also a few more oracle cards just to continue on and see what is the details into this circumstance, maybe a little bit more as further down into the rest of the month. If we continue in this direction with this type of energy, what is in store for us. So if you were interested in watching that extended video, just go into the description box below and click on the link for the extended videos, and you can check those out at my other channel. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and best of luck to you for November 15th. Otherwise, bye for now. Hi Group 2, thanks so much for clicking on this reading for November 15th, 2019. I have your cards right here, so let's just get started and see what's in store for you for this day. So the first card we have is the Two of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, great. So wow, a lot of cups here. So this might have to do with relationships and emotions. That is what I'm sensing. And then we have the Two of Wands. So to me, you are, for November 15th, I'm seeing that you are maybe starting a new relationship. I'm also sensing that this is a time for you of just being around family and friends. Maybe you have something planned for tomorrow. November 15th is going to just be a very fulfilling day. It seems as though you are also starting just a weekend, perhaps, of celebration, time with family, time with friends, time with loved ones, and you're just going to feel so full of love and excitement and surrounded by people who are also loving energy as well. The King of Cups, we have just a really charismatic, enigmatic, caring, loving, providing person. That energy can either come to you in the form of a real person, although I'm feeling as though this is just the King of Cups as that divine masculine energy coming in a loving way for you and surrounding you. For some of you, this could actually be a partner, maybe spending time with them. I think for Two of Wands as well, this is just a time of creative energy, and definitely a time of being around some people who are just going to fill you with love and positive energy. So let's go further into this a little bit more. Four of Cups, yeah, so definitely just also a time of relaxation, even some time where you just maybe sit down with a good book, enjoy yourself, and feel that just fulfilled energy I'm feeling in an emotional way. You're not really, in an inner conflict or anything like that. The cups are just kind of telling you that you're filling yourself up with being around loving people and loving energy. So it doesn't have to be a lot of people. I know for me, even just being around a couple of my friends or even my husband and just having him around makes me feel loved. So if I have some time with him and we do something that's fun, that alone could be feeling loving energy. Not everybody maybe feels as though their family brings that loving energy. Maybe they have some conflict. Some of us do have some great family relationships. Others don't. So we're all different, and even too, like, we may not have like a huge group of friends. When I say like celebration, for some of us, a celebration could mean a small get together with friends, or it could be like a huge party where we're having a good time with a ton of families. So everybody's different. So happy thoughts. Okay. Again, this happy energy, this joyous energy is just coming to me for group 2 for November 15th. And you're just soaking in the love right now. So this is happy thoughts. This is for November 15th. We have to feel happier right now. Think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. So I think too, I'm gathering from this as well, is that some of these gatherings or people that we may run into and that kind of bring us that loving energy. For some of us, that's going to be people from our past. Again, that feeling like family or old friends who you can just be yourself with. So what I'm going to do next is just pick a few more cards, because it'd be great to get some more details kind of on where we're going. And also with the Two of Wands, how are we going in a direction? Because I feel some movement with that card as well, that it's not just kind of stagnant, but that is promising us some new creative directions. So, but so many great cups just remind me of love, and even just starting either new relationships or starting to bring that energy of love back into our lives. I think maybe a lot of us with Mercury retrograde and the new moon that came in, the full moon, sorry, that came in, there was a little bit of shadow work that had to be done prior to that. Now there's a lot of releasing going on. And as we move towards the new moon, and with that releasing of old energies, even if we're still feeling all of that, I think as we're releasing this, I'm sensing that we are also we're making room for more loving relationships to come into our lives, and also even self-love as well. So definitely be open to that. Definitely, I think as well as guidance, the cards are letting us know that we need to continue to think happy thoughts and feel those happy thoughts and focus on those happy thoughts, even though sometimes it's okay to work through the shadows. I know we spent a lot of time, at least I definitely felt it, working on the shadows, and you can't always think happy thoughts when you're working on that aspect of yourself, which is totally fine, and that's just how things can be. However, right now I think rather than just releasing and just being in the shadow of the old, we're now receiving the kind of the benefits of that, which is having some emotional closure and having some emotional fulfillment coming in instead. So, which is nice. I'm sure some of you guys are pretty tired after having such a heavy month so far. All right, so I'm just going to cut the deck. I'll pull some more cards. More cups, more Ace of Cups as well. Okay, so definitely I'm seeing that we are going to start feeling the fulfillment of November 15th and all the loving cups energy that we're getting. We also have Ace of Cups once again that is coming in. However, we are starting to see some more direction as far as where we want to move. I'm seeing that there is basically there might even just be a pause as you try to kind of figure out where you want to focus your energy. I think so. I have the Queen of Swords here, and she's definitely a very analytical type of figure. So it's not necessarily, I'm sensing as though this is actually an energy for some of us that is coming in now. Once basically the cards are telling you for November 15th, soak up this loving energy, soak up this divine masculine loving, supportive energy that is coming in. However, moving forward, if you are wondering, okay, clarity, you're probably moving towards a place where you haven't received that clarity or felt that drive in a certain direction for some of us. So with the Queen of Swords energy coming in, we're going to start feeling that empowerment coming back into our lives again, and we're also going to start to feel direction. Rather than, it's almost like the cards want you to know, celebrate, enjoy it, just think happy thoughts. In other words, enjoy the time to kind of celebrate and party rather than worrying about the very serious things that you have to get done or wanting to have a clear idea of where you're headed, because that is going to start creeping in later on in the week. I'm sensing almost as if like the weekend is just a time for you to soak in the love, soak that in. And then basically after that point, or even just in the next couple of days, soak in that loving energy, enjoy that. That's going to give you the opportunity to just relax, open yourself up to the divine love, open yourself up to all these happy thoughts, and then you're going to start to get more direction and more focus. So you're going to start getting this feeling of leadership and direction that you want. However, don't worry about that while you're just kind of enjoying this Ace of Cups energy, which is just kind of like, I just feel very lighthearted, very happy as far as this card has said, like very happy and just feeling like you just want to have fun and not like work too hard and just have fun with friends or whoever you enjoy spending time with. Just go with that energy. And then, don't worry about indulging basically, because you will start to get this more Empress energy as well as what you have here. And that is going to give you more of a like, okay, we need to bring in the abundance now. We need to start thinking about how are we going to start working towards our goals and our manifestations that we want so badly. But you might have to just lighten up a little, like have a time to be lighthearted and have fun and not worry about that kind of stuff just for a little bit. And that actually, what that can do for you as far as your manifestations is that can open up to just releasing any blockages that are keeping you from getting that clear picture of what you need to do and where you need to be. That could just open that up and allow it to come in and allow this Swords energy and Empress, like boss lady, boss man energy to come in for you in that the divine feminine way. Okay, so we got two cards actually. Adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. So adversity. So maybe you are just coming out of some adversity where you did have to overcome something, and now you are feeling as though you're in the calm of the storm maybe for a little while for November 15th, and that's something that you should soak in. We have elegance. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom, be the swan on the water and glide. So being the swan on the water, that's just like enjoying the calmness before maybe a bit of the storm, which is going to maybe require you to take action and move forward as we're moving forward. So the cards are almost saying too is like, I feel with this card is just the relaxing, the taking in the calmness of the water, which is the cups element as well. So it's no coincidence that this is a swan kind of gliding on the water and enjoying that, because as you move forward, you're going to maybe have to take control and take a more leadership type role. And that is where this Queen of Swords energy is coming in. So this is coming on its way. However, throughout, continue to just kind of glide with it and go through it with just, it's almost like where it says it is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. So really just go with the flow is kind of what it's saying too. And for those of you who are water elements, water zodiac signs, you are going to be really just kind of adept at gliding through emotions. Or maybe you need to, some of you I think need to just tap into that natural ability that I just feel this water element is strongly with you right now. And even the other card for adversity, this is kind of a calmness before the storm. See the gifts and challenge. So as you start to approach those challenges, it's interesting. It really is interesting because both of these just give me this very calming energy. However, the cards may be predicting for you that there is possibly basically things are going to maybe pick up for you, and they are just kind of prepping you, giving you a heads up, and just saying, hey, positive thinking throughout the whole thing will help you along the way. So I'm definitely going to be picking some more cards for this reading group 2. I do that on my extended videos, which are on my other channel, and you can get to those by the link below in my description. So those are my extended videos where I continue to pick cards and we just go into more detail onto your reading. But otherwise, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you enjoyed it that you would click that subscribe button or even click the like button. Otherwise, I do these daily readings, so if you did enjoy them and want to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And I am done for now, but I will see you again soon. I really hope so. And bye for now. Hi, group number 3. Thanks for clicking on your video. This is going to be your reading for November 15th, 2019. So I have your pile here with all your cards in it, and let's just get started. Okay, we're starting with the 3 of Wands. And next, 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. And Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So it looks like you are already thinking kind of ahead. You're planning ahead and seeing on your horizon basically what you want to achieve. So you are focusing your energy on a big, expansive, wide open opportunities ahead of you. 8 of Pentacles seems as though you are already being very practical about it. You're already working to bring that into your awareness, into your manifestations. And we have both the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So I'm seeing both someone who is maybe working towards this goal, but also is maybe working on towards relationships. So let's see a little bit more. I definitely need a few more cards to see kind of how you are going to balance your basically your feelings and your emotions as well with all the hard work that you are doing right now. And I think that is where these kind of two knights meet. So let's see. Change. Okay, so the changes that you're going through are positive. So you are going through changes, and I think that the cards are acknowledging that you're going through both changes career-wise as well as you're growing as a person. I'm feeling as though you're growing emotionally and you are maturing as a person through both, which is a great balance to have. I think that the cards are recognizing that despite this change that you are feeling or going through in your physical environment, as well as emotionally, as well as your personal self, I think that the cards are definitely acknowledging that you are going to be able to balance these two things together. So let's definitely pick a few more cards and get a few more details about the situation, kind of about where you're headed. and what you can and maybe should be thinking about throughout this process. All right, so we're getting the sun. Okay, so yes, I'm seeing as well that the sun is representing the change that is ahead of you. However, you won't be seeing it just yet. Still keep an open mind and be open to these things and these opportunities that are coming in. And the sun is going to start shining upon you. Essentially, those positive things are going to start coming into your life. I'm thinking moving on to maybe the end of November, if not the end of next week. However, that energy is definitely coming into your life. Okay, so once again, we have Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay. So you are definitely continuing to kind of show the balance of where balancing out all of these different sides of yourself, and also getting direction and movement in towards your goals. So let me pull one more thing. Okay. All right. I'm just going to pull one more card for you, because they're definitely adding in a new element. And I think what might be happening is this card here is telling me to remind you that the change is positive. The change is definitely positive. Oop. However, I think there might be a point where you are a little bit worried about that. I'm not sure if it is totally positive. And I think the reading for you today is just going to reassure you that even though you might be having doubts, or maybe some obstacles might arise that you weren't expecting, that ultimately you're going to find that this is the right direction to go into. You might actually, I think you might feel a little overwhelmed. I'm sensing that some of you may feel as though you're not as skilled, or that you're as you actually are, that maybe your own thoughts are causing you to feel as though, yes, you have the direction. However, you might get overwhelmed or just feel like this is also new to you, this change, that maybe you weren't prepared for it like you thought you were. However, this is a positive thing. You're going to maybe need to go with the flow for this and continue to just kind of work through it. And I feel as though there are going to be others backing you along the way. There's going to be support from others who maybe will stand beside you throughout this. I'm just going to pick one more card. Clarify this a little bit more. But you're definitely moving on. You're definitely moving forward towards this expanse. I definitely am sensing that the setback is maybe coming from maybe just personal fears. Not really being sure of who to trust. I'm sensing that yes, there will be people. However, you'll feel a bit lonely in the sense that you're getting your fears are there in as far as who can you trust? You know, who can you trust moving forward? Some of you, I'm sensing, definitely have maybe a difficulty prior to this in trusting others as you're kind of moving forward into achieving your full potential. So I'm just gonna pick one more card for you. Okay. So I think the King of Cups energy has just popped in to let us know that we need to be open to the help of others. I'm sensing that there's a bit of a fear of others maybe coming in and not being 100% honest with us in order to reach our goals. This seems as though there's definitely so the King of Cups energy is coming in to support you, but also to teach you to kind of open your heart up to other people a little bit more so that you're able to trust a little bit more easily. I'm going to pick an oracle card as well so that we can get maybe a clearer understanding. But I'm just sensing this kind of this feeling of wanting to maybe have a partner going forward with this, but feeling a bit lonely in not having that connection with somebody that you're looking for. So what can we do? Let's see, what can we do to bring this into our lives? I think as I'm sensing again, so I'm getting again that some of you have been really doing this work to work on the emotional side of yourself. Some of you have chosen in this pile. I sense that some of you who are men, you have already kind of opened up your heart, and you are very emotional in the sense that you are empathetic, and you're looking for that from a partner. You're looking for somebody who can be caring towards you because you have a sensitive soul. I'm definitely feeling that, because even though you have this very bright future, and you try to think positively, and you definitely are working towards that, I'm sensing that some of you really are looking for that love aspect of things. And it is very hard, it's definitely harder to show your sensitive side. If you are a man in this society, we tend to feel as though, or men tend to close themselves off to that. So if you're kind of secretly this maybe emotional side of things, you're more sensitive, whether you're male or female. But it just came to me that maybe some of you are men looking for that partner who could be a sensitive female for you, and kind of understand where you're coming from. Because everybody, I feel as though, sometimes these changes that happen to us in the physical, even though they are positive, even though they're good changes, sometimes we still feel like something's missing. I think that's what I'm sensing, is that even though these are great things, there's something that's missing here, and it might be that kind of relationship with the sun would make things perfect if you had somebody to share it with. So let's just see. I definitely want to pull one of these cards, just as kind of a final oracle card before we switch over to the extended reading. There's a fear. I mean, I definitely seen this Nine of Wands, seeing the Three of Wands. As much as we're excited for these opportunities and what is to come, there's definitely a fear of the unknown, which is just totally natural and totally fine. And I'm sensing, having someone by your who you can trust, you can lean on, will just be really fulfilling. I think it'll fill in that missing piece for you. So, all right. I just keep like sensing the energies, and then when I try to go, I'm like, oh yeah, when is this card gonna fly out at me? And sometimes they just don't. There's more of like a softer energy here, and I think some of you who have picked pile 3, I'm just sensing that many of you are just very empathetic and more sensitive, which is totally fine, and I definitely understand and can relate to that feeling of just being very, very sensitive, but yet having this hopefulness. So let's just pick the deck. Discernment. Okay, let's look at the deck. See the truth of the situation, use common sense, and do not be fooled. Pay attention, your intuition knows. Discernment. So I think maybe before we're doubting ourselves, as I mentioned, we're doubting ourselves as far as our intuition goes. You are a sensitive person. I think you have a greater intuition to know the direction that you are going in or need to go into. I'm sensing that for some of you, okay, the cards are basically bringing me back to, so yeah, I'm just going to take a drink. The cards are definitely bringing me back to this energy that there maybe are some people who haven't been truthful to you, or who you can maybe sense, because you are empathetic, you can kind of sense that they aren't being entirely honest with you. And maybe you're kind of feeling the loneliness that someone would be like that. You can easily sense, I'm definitely sensing, some of you can definitely sense when somebody is lying to you and not being truthful to you. And I think that is disappointing for us who are very empathetic and who sense that in other people. So discernment is letting you know to trust your intuition, to trust your inner guidance. That doesn't mean you have to isolate yourself or even question the change that is happening. However, I think you're getting more in touch with that, and there's definitely, you know, trust in that intuition. You're not imagining things. So, and yeah, and just kind of move forward using common sense. I think that's represented in the Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is kind of bringing clarity to that, maybe bringing clarity to those people who maybe aren't being completely honest with you, and moving forward with that with an open heart. You know, the King of Cups is still a loving man and masculine figure or energy that is surrounding you. So still, like, you know, this powerful loving energy is coming out of you, and you're going to grow more, I think, because of this situation. That, again, the King of Cups is saying that this is going to make you grow and mature you as well. Even though, you know, mature you is emotionally, mature you spiritually as an empath, you're going to feel a little more empowered. The more you understand, you know, your abilities to discern who you can trust and who you can't trust. And that's really what I'm sensing from your reading. So I think this is going to do it for now for this pick a card reading. However, if you're interested, if you did enjoy this reading, please click in the link below, and you can go see my extended readings as well that I offer. For November 15th, we'll pick up right where we left off with the cards. I'm definitely going to pick a few more cards as well. And otherwise, if you did enjoy my video, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and that way you can, and click the notification bell as well. Just that way you know when I do post my next video, because I do these readings daily. So you can do a pick a card reading every day if you wanted to for the month of November, for the rest of it. So thanks again for watching Group 3. I hope this reading helped you. Otherwise, I will see you again soon. I really hope I do. And bye for now. Hi Group 4, thank you so much for clicking on this reading for you for November 15th, 2019. Let's just get started. I have your pile right here and all of your cards. So we have the Page of Cups. Start out with the Queen of Wands. I'll show you that one. Let's see. And then Queen of Wands. There we go. And then we have the Death card. So that is a big change coming up for you. As you can see, it is a phoenix, because in the tarot, death does not mean someone's going to die or anything dark like that. It's actually about an ending and new beginning. So we can only have a new beginning if we have an ending. And in some cases, many of us want certain things to end. Nothing lasts forever in this lifetime, so we do want some things to end so we can start fresh. So we also have the Eight of Swords. So that's going to be the next card. So whatever this ending is, it might be a bit painful at first, and I think on November 15th, you may be feeling that that feeling of loss that it is. However, I'm seeing as though you definitely will have feelings of both emotion, and also I sense that there'll definitely be people around you who are willing to help and support you and want to help you through this process. I don't see you as feeling as though you're the only one going through this. However, this big ending right here, we definitely want to get a little more detail on what that is. So, curiosity, okay. Start a project related to something you're curious about. So in this ending that we're going to be feeling Group 4, I feel as though it's a great opportunity to start getting curious about other things that you are interested in. And that's going to help you to bring in more of what is going to be for your best interest into your life while there's this ending happening. So right now, as we're moving towards the new moon, we're definitely releasing a lot of energy and dropping a lot of cards. So we're releasing energy in this new moon, moving things away from us. And during this time, it's a great time to start having curiosity about what lies in store for us. What can we hope for in the future? What do we want for ourselves? What do we see happening for ourselves as we are just kind of letting go of things that no longer serve us? And I feel as though that is really what this Death card is all about, is allowing you to let go. Now, this may be difficult to accept on November 15th, but the cards do want you to know that now is the time to really open up yourself to new possibilities and starting new things. So start a project, something you're curious about. Start a new project, start maybe something small, just get that energy flowing and those creative juices flowing, because you do have the Queen of Wands with you right now, and she has that fire energy. She has that creativity, that charisma, and that energy that is surrounding you, along with the Page of Cups. But the Page is the emotion is maybe going to take a bit of a back seat, in the sense that your creativity is going to be so on fire that it's going to help you get through this ending and starting of a new beginning. So when I pull these new cards, we're just going to see, I'm feeling as though we're going to get a little more insight as to, how you're going to move forward, what energy is going to be surrounding you and supporting you throughout this process, because there's always support for you. The universe is always supporting you. You just ask for help. And right now, the universe is saying that the best way to ask for help is by doing fun projects. Maybe I'm definitely getting like an artistic type project, maybe like music or even just like painting or something creative for yourself. Like if you are a writer, you can maybe write a short story or a poem. If you enjoy doing that, even just journaling about it, doing something that's very artistic and creative right now is going to really help you through letting go of this old energy that's just no longer serving you. Yep. Sorry. So because of that ending, I feel as though this might be a welcome thing for you, because if not already, by November 15th, you're definitely going to start feeling antsy and stuck. Like you just can't move forward into something new or something different. So this energy of the Death card moving in and just kind of ending certain things in your life is going to allow you to feel like you can move forward. And for some of you, I feel as though maybe this ending that I'm talking about has already begun. You already know what that is. And by this point, you are feeling this stuck energy. So the Curiosity card is coming in for you to let you know, hey, just start a little project, start something that you're even just a little bit curious about, and that's going to start opening you up and opening up the possibilities for you. So, okay, so I'm sure you're like, enough shuffling. Oh, yeah, that's definitely where it needed to break. Okay. Knight of Wands. Yeah, so this creative energy is really with you right now, and you're going to start feeling more movement. I feel like the Knight of Wands, he's got more forward movement going, but it's this creative energy that you're going to want to start moving you forward. So it seems as though you don't want to take on too much at once. Maybe in the past you have a tendency to have an idea, but then it gets too overwhelming, I think, and that's where you start to have so many different ideas that it's difficult for you to really focus on one and get them done and do it from start to finish for some of you. So I think that's where this Ten of Wands is coming in to let you know, don't overburden yourself. Just start something little. Like I'm sensing with this curiosity thing, like just a little thing, a little project that is just, you can start it and finish it and be able to move forward with it. Because I see with the Seven of Cups, you're definitely a dreamer. You have these big ideas and you want to complete them. But too much of a good thing can also overburden you and make you feel tired. So it's not for lack of creativity, it's not for lack of ideas that you are moving forward, but you're definitely feeling stuck because of this. All this emotion is coming because you're just like, hey, I have the creativity, I have the idea, I have curiosity. How do I move forward with it without feeling overwhelmed and overburdened? So what I'm sensing, it's very important, and I know you've probably tried this before, but I'm going to tell you that this really does work. This really works. You really want to ask your guides for clarity. Ask your guides what you should be doing. Ask them what direction you should take, and then have faith and trust that that message is going to come to you. And when you ask for it, you can write it down, even in a daily journal. This worked for me. Definitely just ask for help, ask for that clarity, ask for what's in your best interest, write it down on a daily basis even, and just imagine yourself already having it, and imagine yourself writing it down and being like, thank you so much for giving me a clear image of what I need to be doing right now in order to achieve my goals. I feel like I completely understand everything that I need to do in order to reach my goals. I'm so grateful that I have this direction. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for being able to do what I love. So whatever it is, I definitely feel like your focus right now needs to be on a clear next step, so you can move out of this Eight of Swords energy and not feel so stuck and not feel so overwhelmed by maybe all of the ideas that you have. And they're great ideas. I think just right now you're feeling a little bit lost in the sense that, hey, these are all amazing things that I want to happen, and I'm dreaming of them happening, and I'm putting things out there. But you may be struggling a bit, some of you, with really having your energy in a direct focus. So the universe is I feel the universe is bouncing around between all of these amazing ideas that you have, and is unsure of which one to give you, or which one to that you want to actually focus on, and that you actually want. So I would take a step back with your manifestation, or with like your energy, and just ask for clarity and ask for the universe to answer that question for you, and take all of that strain off of yourself, and just have the universe give you the answer for you. So you don't have to be like, what do I do? I have all these ideas and I don't know how to focus my energy. I'm all over the place. That's when it's a great time to just get a little bigger with your energy and get a little broader with your request, and instead just ask for a clear picture of what you should be doing right now in order to obtain the goals that you want, which could be as simple and as broad as, I want to be doing what I most love. I want to enjoy every day of my life. I want financial freedom. Whatever it is going to be, take a step back so you can clear yourself, and then have complete faith, because it's going to work and it's going to come to you. Have complete faith that that energy is going to focus where it needs to go, and you can focus on just one thing, which is just get me a clear answer on what I should do next. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Many of you maybe just need that in other ways, just a broader focus on your energy, because right now I think you are just you have such a creative energy, a creative joy. That curiosity is awesome, and the universe wants you to start on a project, but it can totally be tricky if we haven't found a direct focus for it. So that's going to be it for this reading for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this reading, please click the subscribe button, because I do post daily readings every day, so we can keep up with kind of where your energy is moving, how you're refocusing, and what's next. I will be pulling more cards over at my extended reading. So I'll be pulling some more oracle cards and basically starting where I left off. And if you're interested in that extended reading, you can just click down below in the description box, and it'll link you right to those readings that go into further detail for you. But otherwise, that's it for today. If you liked this video and this reading, please click that like button. Again, subscribe and click the notification bell if you are enjoying my videos. That would be great. And also, you can always comment below. I would love to read your comments about how this this reading helped you or if it resonated with you. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Thank you so much again for coming and watching my videos. I will hope to see you next time, and bye for now.